And welcome to today's RSEQ men's volleyball match between the Université de Laval Rouge et Or and your Dalhousie Tigers. I'm Ilya Kurbanov, and with me is Andrew Pickup on as the producer for tonight's matchup. And this would be the fifth game for both teams, as the Tigers are 1-3 so far on the season, with their only win coming against UNB Reds, while the Rouge et Or are 3-1 with 2 games in hand, alongside the Université de Montréal Carabin. And the Rouge et Or will start with the ball on the service as Martin will take the ball. Now Michael Donovan, the promising star of the Tigers, gets the first kill and the first point for the Tigers as they open up the score. And Fortin is one of the players to watch on the Rouge et Or squad. He's having a fantastic year so far with 79 kills in 4 games, averaging over 4 kills per game, while like I mentioned earlier, Michael Donovan is certainly one of the players to look, maybe even in the whole country, as the youngster is only in his first year but showing a lot of force and talent as he gets yet another kill off the blockers for the Tigers. Sidhu will serve for the Tigers. First year from Valley, Nova Scotia. From Calgary, Alberta. And great ball placement by Hugo Henderson as he gets the kill for the Rouge et Or, the third-year player from Quebec City, Quebec. Now Henderson will serve. Gets the ball inside. Donovan will dig it up now. And on the attack are the Rouge et Or. Now Donovan again on the left-hand side, and it gets the net, and a point goes the Rouge et Or way. Now Henderson will serve again. Dowling will set it up for Justin Cross, and he hits it right out. A little too much power on that attack. And now 2-4 for Rouge et Or so far in his first set. Henderson gets it barely over the net, and a lucky somewhat point for Rouge et Or on that service by Henderson. Henderson will serve again. This time, clean Dowling to Cross, and fantastic setup, and even a better kill by Cross, sending that ball in a corner. No chance for Rouge et Or to get to it, and it's 3 for the Tigers and 5 for Rouge et Or, as Cross will be set to serve for the Tigers. Gets the ball over. Now Fortin. My apologies. Now Dowling, Cross to Donovan. Donovan off the blockers, and the ball goes the Tigers' way, and another kill early on for Donovan. Now Cross will serve again for the Tigers. And Laval on the attack. Dowling gets Walton on a setup, and Walton gets the kill. And Laval is struggling to keep up with this power of Cross, Bolton, and Donovan so far. Cross to set it again. Dug up, and Giroux on the attack. Now Donovan goes, and the ball goes out of bounds. It's a little too far out there for Donovan to get to it, as he even hits the umpire who's standing on the extension and refereeing the game. Now Aubin-Savin will serve. Aubin-Savin right out. A little too much power on the service by fourth-year senior from Gatineau, Quebec. And now Michael Donovan, the engineering student, 6'6", outside from London, Ontario, will serve. Now a lot of power on that serve by Donovan. And Max Loisier got the kill after Remy Carteret was able to dig that ball, keep it in play, and right in place for Loisier to get the kill. Now Giroux again. Dowling. And Bolton goes once again off the blockers and working out for him so far. Walton, pardon me for misspelling it. And it's a tight matchup between the two so far. It's 7-7. And Sidhu will serve. Sorry, that was Edgecam. And Girard gets the kill for Rouge et Or. And Dowling. And a kill by Sidhu. Perfect timing as Dowling was... It looked like he was setting up Donovan there, but Sidhu read the play ahead of time, saw the players out of position, and went for it. Trusted his gut and got the point. Now, Cross will serve it again. Excuse me, that would be Dowling. Now, Aubin-Savin swings it on the attack, and Walton now keeps it in play. They try to get the tip on Henderson, and Dowling again setting up Michael Donovan there in the first long rally that we have in this game so far. Dowling again will find Walton on the tip, and miscommunication on the play, but they keep it alive, the Rouge et Or. Now Dowling again will set it up for Donovan, and Donovan gets the kill. A timely rally, but worth the point for the Tigers, as both teams were fighting for position and fighting for the ball, but it came the Tigers' way as Dowling will continue to serve on the other end. Now Dowling. And Henderson on the kill. But the setup by Max Loisier was on point for Henderson to get the point, and now Ludovic Martin will serve for Rouge et Or. Keeps the ball in. Now Dowling sets up Cross. Donovan keeps it alive. Dowling again. And now Cross hits it outside, but they insist it was off the blocker. And the point will go the way of Rouge et Or as they lead by 1. It is 10-9 so far in this first set. And a powerful service there by Martin as he gets the service ace, and that would be first for Rouge et Or so far. And Dan Oda chooses to call a timeout to talk over a few things, but there's a lot of good things that happen on both ends of this game so far. The Tigers are aggressive, knowing that Michael Donovan is the primary attacker on that team. You want to get him involved early on so he gets going, and then Cross is stepping in. So is Walton, and then Sithu gets you a kill down the middle. But the power and the experience on this Laval Rouge Or team, they're not going to give you a chance, and they're going to explore the open opportunities every single time you present one. And the amount of times, you know, Hugo Anderson was around the net and gets the tip, but then spikes it with power to get that kill on the attack. And the fourth year, Ludovic Martin, who is fantastic on setting up for opportunities for the outside hitters, for the attackers, and it's working out so far for them around the net, as Tigers have to sort of scramble and play on the back of their feet, staying on their heels instead of being, you know, a lot more active. It just goes to show how much experience plays in this game, and especially in the RSEQ. Now Martin will serve for Rouge Or. Dowling sets up Walton, and violation, I assume, is called. Hard to see from this angle, but the point goes the Tigers' way. And Walton is now to serve for the Tigers. Now Loisier gets it to Martin, and Martin to Henderson, and kill, a combination that was inevitable as the Rouge Or get the kill on the Henderson's attack. And now Loisier will serve. All out with that much power. It looked from even our angle that it was going out of bounds. And it's tough to see if any one of you who is normally in the stands but chose to stay home, you know exactly where we are in Dalplex. Now Sithu on the serve. Martin to set up Obama Swen. They keep it in play, the Tigers, and now Donovan will go on the attack. Kill is saved. Now Sithu will have to go over. Martin will set it up again. And then Martin again to Lozier, and Lozier is applying pressure. Now this time, the Rouge Or get a kill after applying pressure for the last maybe 20 to 30 seconds, half a minute, and Philippe Giroux will get you the kill for Rouge Or. And now Henderson will go back to the service line and serve for the Rouge Or. Henderson. Donovan gets it. Dowling sets up Cross, and Cross gets the kill. Oh, no, excuse me. That would have been off the blockers and against the Tigers, as Henderson goes back to the service line for another opportunity. Donovan digs in. Dowling sets up for Donovan. Donovan will tip it over. Martin will set it up, but blockers were there. Now Donovan again on the attack. Finds the blockers. Now Lozier will find Giroux, and back to Donovan goes the ball, and another long rally. Aubameyang. Dowling to set it up, and now tip by Walton. And now Aubameyang is forced to go over as the Tigers continue to attack, and off the blockers goes Donovan. And now Aubameyang off the block of Donovan. And you can hear the intensity and the crowd cheering after the fantastic possession and the kill from Donovan, as both teams refuse to quit on that rally. but the point is rewarded to the Tigers. Justin Cross now serving. Lozier, now Aubameyang, and it goes out of bounds. And now the Tigers find the momentum on their side as it is 13-14 for Rouge et Or so far. And Cross will go back to serve. Gets it over. Lozier gets it to Martin. And Girard puts it down for a kill. And it's 15-13 for Rouge et Or. And Aubameyang will serve the outside. Dug up by Donovan. Now Dowling gets it back to Donovan, and a tip goes against the Tigers as it is blocked, and then the ball finds its way on the bottom right under the Tigers net. And so far the game we've seen is pretty intense and pretty tight. Both teams are going at it as you would expect in this RSEQ matchup. One of the stronger conferences in the country, you could definitely say, but you could also say that this young Tigers team is showing a lot of resilience and not quitting on any play as they continue to sticking it up against the Rouge et Or. But if you're looking on a scoop for the inside scoop on the Tigers, like us on Facebook or follow us on Twitter and Instagram to stay up to date with the latest news. And the latest news is that the Tigers, the women's Tigers, will host a AUS tournament between November 19th and the 21st. So for those who are from the Maritimes and have an opportunity to come see their daughters play and compete, or if you're just a casual fan from around the area in Halifax or in the HRM, come and cheer on your ladies Tigers women's volleyball. Now the Rouge et Or will go back to serve, and that would be Aubameyang who will be on that line. Kip it in. Dowling sets up Donovan off the blockers. He goes. Now Martin will find Giroux on the opposite end, and Giroux will get the kill as they extended their lead to 4, and Aubameyang will go back to serve. Aubameyang with the serve, keeps it inside. Dowling. And a violation called against the Tigers, and that's another point going the way of Rouge et Or. Now, back at it is Aubameyang, and this time not enough power to get it over the net as he's fallen short. And now Michael Donovan will go to serve for the Tigers as Arcel Shosin checks in for Andrew Arsenault. Now Donovan is dug up by Carteret, and he'll find Giroux on the attack. Now Dowling will find Wolin. That'll go off the blockers and outside, out of bounds. And back-to-back points here for the Tigers as they cut the Rouge et Or lead to 3. And Donovan will continue to serve. Donovan. Once again, Lozier. And Martin will find Girard. inside. It's really hard to miss a 6'7" center around the net, and he will find the ball no matter how high you might place it. Now Philippe Giroux will serve for Rouge et Or, keeps the ball inside Arsenault. Dowling will set it up, Walton, but Walton will go a little too far out, and it's 20-15 for Rouge et Or in this first set so far. And Dan Ota chooses to call a timeout. Now, it is a fairly close game, as we mentioned. It's the largest gap that we've seen right now, the 5-point gap, and it's been really the attack of Rouge et Or and fantastic ability to set players up by Ludovic Martin, who's the setter, the fourth-year student from Quebec City, Quebec, and the ability of Giroux to put the ball in, find the right angle, and then at the same time when you have Jonathan Girard, who is inside right in the middle by the net, who's 6'7", he will find that ball. So Tigers will need to be extra alert anytime that the ball is flying towards the middle, the ball is set towards the middle. You have to send an extra blocker almost to make sure it's a harder chance for the Rouge et Or to get the point. But now Quentin Dowling chooses to tip it over as he caught everyone sleeping on that one. No one certainly expected Dowling to tip it over. Even the Tigers anticipated a setup for maybe Donovan, but nonetheless, he chose to go himself, and he got the point for the Tigers. And now Graveson will serve now for the Tigers. Gets it over now. Aubameyang will be on the attack. Will get the kill as the ball seems like it hit Walton and got out of bounds. And then Arsenault will check back in alongside Quentin Dowling for Craig Third-Kilton. And now Hagenset from all the way from Oslo, Norway, to serve for Rouge et Or. A first-year student. Gets it over. Now, Justin Cross gets the kill, but it looks like there was a lane violation beforehand. And the Oslo native Hagenset will continue to serve. Gets it over. Walton to Dowling, and Dowling to Sidhu, and he gets the kill down the middle. The placement, the power, everything worked out on that one for the Tigers. Now Dowling will serve for the Tigers once again. Gets it over the net. Giroux will dig it up. Martin will set up Aubameyang, but the block was there by Walton, ready to go. And Aubameyang looked like had no chance. And Rouge et Or with Gino Brusso, will call a timeout to talk things through as the Tigers find their way back in, as go on a 3 unanswered point run. And Walton and Sidhu on those positioning and the power on the attack got them the points and got the Tigers the points most definitely. And now if you look statistically, the number of attacks fairly even. Rouge et Or have 29 and the Tigers have 32, but it's the attack errors that really force the Tigers play a little bit behind, as the 4-point differential, if you look at, is really the four-digit differential in the attack and errors, because Rouge et Or only have 3 and the Tigers have 7. So a little less mistakes will allow the Tigers be in this game the way they were earlier on in the first set. But Dowling with the service again, and Giroux will dig it in. And now it looks like the Tigers get the point, or maybe it's Rouge et Or, got the point there as Giroux got the kill. Now Martin served, and Justin Cross with a tip, almost a tip, but a powerful one, sends the ball literally back to the baseline and get the kill for the Tigers, as diving Giroux was not able to get to the ball in time. Now Walton will serve, gets it barely over the net. Now Giroux on the left side will get the kill, as Dowling is digging it, tries to dig it, but unable to get it and keep it in play. And now Lozier will go back to that service line. Lozier is from Ottawa, Ontario, first-year student. Now Dowling gets Donovan, and Donovan right back with the placement right in that corner on the left-hand side corner. Is just an empty spot, not occupied by any Rouge et Or player, and they get the point. And now Sidhu will serve for the Tigers, and Martin finds Aubameyang, but it looks out of bounds, and the Tigers get the point. It is still a 3-point game as the Tigers continue to fight and try to find a way to steal the set from Rouge et Or, and Sidhu will go back to the service line. Giroux to Martin, and Aubameyang gets the kill and gets the set, and it's 25-21 for Rouge et Or as they take the first one down. And it seems like a very close matchup. Looks like the Tigers start to come back, but unfortunately a little too soon. They gave up that lead, and a little too late for them to come back and take the lead back. We'll be right over and right back with you in a second set in about 2.5 minutes. And welcome back to today's RSEQ men's volleyball match between Rouge et Or of Université de Laval and the Dalhousie Tigers in this tonight's matchup. And so far, Rouge et Or lead in sets 1-0 as the Tigers start with the serve. Now Giroux gets it off the blockers and point to Rouge et Or. And now it looks like Lozier will go to serve. Lozier out of bounds he goes. So far that would be his third, I believe, service error in 4 that Rouge et Or have as a team, and the Tigers have a chance here to get back on their feet with Jeffrey Walton on the serve. Martin gets to Giroux, and Giroux off the blockers. Now Aubameyang off the block, goes off the blockers. Dowling will set up Walton, and Walton goes off the net. A little short on the attack. And now Henderson will go back to serve for Rouge et Or. Gets it over the net. Dowling will try to tip it, but blocked there, and miscommunication by Rouge et Or backline, as it looked like everyone expected Girard to get that ball tipped over the net, but he managed to get blocked. And now Sid, who will serve for the Tigers, gets the ball over. Lozier to Martin, and now Aubameyang will get it over Sidhu and get the point for Rouge et Or. It's 2-3 so far in this second set earlier on. And Aubameyang will serve. Dug out by Walton to Dowling, and Dowling finds De Jong on the kill as he tips it over. But now Giroux dug up by Dowling, and Donovan is forced to tip it over. Now Giroux again goes one-on-one against solo De Jong, and he had no chance, as Giroux gets yet another kill for Rouge et Or. Aubameyang again with the serve and goes short. And that's the time where the Tigers have to take advantage of those mistakes. Get something going of their own, as De Jong is going to serve for the Tigers. It's a 1-point game so far in this second set. De Jong to Girard, and now Giroux yet once again off 3 blockers, dug up by Dowling, and Dowling will find Donovan somehow. Now Martin will find Giroux again. Off the blockers he goes, and Dowling, no Chosin, that would be, goes over to Donovan, and Donovan now goes with another attack, and Martin will tip it over as Dowling is setting up Donovan for a kill. And that would be 1 for the books as they continue on that rally and they continue to attack, finding Donovan almost 3 times, and he finds a way to put it through and get the point for the Tigers, as De Jong will go back to serve. And now Martin again finds Aubameyang, and he will go through the blockers as Educam was not able to get it with Donovan, and Aubameyang will get another kill for Rouge et Or. And now Philippe Giroux will be serving for Rouge et Or. Goes it too far out, and another unforced error, another service error. That would be their 6th of the game. Now Michael Donovan has an opportunity to get something going off the service here. and tipped. A little right placement for the Tigers by Donovan. Gets it, sees the open space right in front of Lozier, puts it in, and Lozier doesn't have enough time to get to the spot and get to the ball and keep it alive. Point goes the Tigers' way. Now Donovan once again. And now on the power attack, gets Giroux, and now Lozier will go out of bounds on the attack. And the Tigers get another point, and Donovan, oh, excuse me, no. That was off the blockers. Pardon me. It was quite hard to see from this angle, but nonetheless, now Girard will serve. Arsenault to Dowling, and Donovan from the back line with another kill. Jackham now will serve for the Tigers as Tigers take a 7-6 lead in the second set. Giroux. And now they're forced to tip it over. Rouge Or, and now Dowling will get Walton kept alive by Carteret, and that would be a violation by Rouge Or, and Tigers extend their lead to 2, and Edgecam will serve once again. Gets the ball over. Giroux will find Martin, and Martin will find Henderson, and Henderson doesn't waste no time. Puts it right through the middle, right in the empty space, and gets the point for Rouge Or as Martin will now go to serve for the visiting Université de Laval. Gets it through. Dowling will find Walton. Walton on the tip. Carteret will recover it. Now Martin set it up for Henderson again, and Henderson gets another kill in the same fashion, putting it right through the middle with no chance for the Tigers to recover. And now Justin Cross will check back in. Looks like for Josh DeYoung. And Ludovic Martin will serve. Gets it over the net. Walton was there. Now Dowling, miscommunication there and forced a tip by Donovan. Now over the net goes and out of bounds, and Tigers will get the point as quite unexpected play there on both ends, I assume. And you can see the Tigers didn't expect that to happen either, but I'm sure they'll be more than happy with the point. And now Quentin Dowling will serve for the Tigers. Gets it over the net. Barely gets it over the net. Lozier will keep it. Now, and it goes out of bounds on Obama Savin as he switches to the right side, left side, excuse me, now. He spent most of his time on the left side. Now Donovan will serve again as the Tigers lead 10-8 in the second set. Gets it over. Lozier to Martin, and now Giroux is right there to get the kill. Once again in the open space, gets it through the middle. And another point going the way of Rouge Or. Lozier will now serve. Gets it over. Arsenault. Now Dowling was trying to save as ball went all the way through and out of bounds. Another opportunity here for Lozier to on the serve. Gets it over. Arsenault to Dowling, and Dowling now sets up Justin Cross, and that goes off the blockers, and the point goes the way of Rouge Or as they have their own three-point run, and Dan Oda is forced to call a timeout as 3 unanswered possessions go the way of Rouge Or. But in the meantime, I'll take the time to thank the sponsors on behalf of Dalhousie University Department of Athletics. who would like to thank the following sponsors for their generous support, and that would be Under Armour, PepsiCo Beverages, Cliff Sources for Sports. At the same time, they also would love to thank 101.3 Virgin Radio, Tony's Famous Donaires Pizzas and Subs, as well as Dalhousie Food Services. And it's still a tight game. Right before the technical timeout, there's still 5 points to go for Rouge et Or and 6 on the other hand for the Tigers. But we saw the first set start in the same fashion, and the Rouge et Or started slowly to pull away. Let's see if the Tigers can really keep the momentum on their side and this time be the team in with the lead and with the momentum going into the technical timeout. But in the meantime, Lozier will serve for Rouge et Or. Keeps it in is Walton. Dowling now sets it for Donovan, but it looks like Dowling will go and argue the call, as it looks like someone was pulling on the net. Nonetheless, the point does go the way of Rouge et Or. Now it's 10-12. 12 for Rouge et Or and 10 for the Tigers. Lozier again with the service. Arsenault keeps it in. Dowling finds cross on the tip, and Carteret will set up Obamsvang, and Obamsvang will get another kill. The outside, Alexander Obamsvang gets another kill, and I assume that's his 6th in the game. 8th, excuse me, on the game. And now Lozier will serve again, as he been on a service line for a while. Dowling will set up Walton. Walton goes off the blockers and gets the point. 11 for Tigers, 13 for Rouge et Or, and Walton goes to the service line for the Tigers. Walton. Now Lozier finds Martin. Martin will get Giroux, and it's dug up by Walton. Now Donovan has the opportunity, and he puts it right through. Gets the angle. That corner, that left-hand side corner, is working for Donovan as he gets yet another kill in the same fashion that we saw in the first set. And now it's a 1-point game once again, and Walton will serve. Lozier will dig it up. And now Obamsvang goes off the blockers and in. And that would be 14-12 for Rouge et Or. And Henderson will be serving for Rouge et Or. Henderson gets it right over. Dug up by Donovan. Now Dowling will find Donovan again, and Donovan will tip it over the net. Now Obamsvang goes through 3 blockers and a lane violation against the Tigers, and another point for Rouge et Or, as Henderson will continue to serve, and another timeout called right before the technical timeout by Dan Ota. And it looks like they get something going, the Tigers, and then kind of giving up the momentum in a way, because being down by 1 at one point, it was, you know, and then you get 2 to 3 points, and then you give up to the 3 points. It's sort of going back and forth and not really having the chance to get the momentum back. It's moreover is like a game of basketball. It's a game of run. You get a run, but you don't keep it, and then you give up an opportunity, and then Rouge et Or have their own run, and now it's a 15-12 lead for the visiting team. And you know, that is not without the help of Obamsvang, who has 10 kills and 6 errors so far. But then Hugo Henderson, who's been active around the net, is alongside Girard and Lozier. You know, despite the fact that Lozier had a few service errors, he's still there up front and getting the points that he's missing on the service line. Now Henderson will get it over. Donovan will dig it. Dowling will set it up for Sidhu, and Sidhu unfortunately goes right into the blocker and misses the opportunity to get another point. And now a technical timeout. Rouge et Or leads 16. Tigers have 12. It's a 4-point game. There's still a lot of game left to play, and we saw exactly what the Tigers were doing there. We know that they're capable of making plays and making those blocks with Donovan in a back line, with Walton and Cross and Sid who is active around the net, and Dowling most certainly setting up for those opportunities, giving them the chance and giving them the space to make the play and kind of allow them to be in this game at the same time against this well-experienced Rouge et Or team. If you look at it, on the Rouge et Or roster, you have the libero is a fifth-year senior from Gatineau, Quebec. Then Ludovic Martin, who's a fourth-year senior as a setter, and he's most importantly responsible for a lot of action that goes on the Rouge et Or end of the floor. And Alexander Obomsven, the outside hitter, with also a fourth-year senior, and Hugo Henderson, who has been active around the net as well, who is a third-year veteran. But then Philippe Giroux is another outside attacker, who is in his third year, whereas, Malachi Shannon is alongside Jeffrey Walton are the only fourth-year students. But then alongside that, there's three third-year players, and the rest of them second and first-year players. And now Martin will set up Giroux again, go through the blockers, but Quentin Dowling, goes diving to save the ball, and a violation is called against the Tigers, and it's a 5-point game now for Rouge et Or as Henderson goes back to that line, and Dowling is still discussing about what exactly happened in that moment. And Cross will check out for Josh DeYoung. And Henderson is back at it. Goes over. Now Dowling will set it up for Walton, and Walton goes off the blocker and out. And that would be a point going the Tigers' way. And Arsenault will check out for Edgecam, and Sidhu will serve. Sidhu gets it over the net. Now Giroux will go through the blockers. Dowling sets up Donovan, and Donovan off the blockers and gets the point. And it's a 2-point swing now the Tigers' way, and Sidhu will go back to serve. 17-14 for Rouge et Or, but the Tigers are on the run of their own. Sidhu, Giroux will dig it. Martin will set up Obomsven, and he goes off the blocker and keeps it on their side as a 3-point swing. And momentarily, Gino Bourasseau calls a timeout because having the lead going into the technical timeout, then adding another point and then giving up 3 is certainly not something any coach would be happy about. And now things are starting to click in for the Tigers as they go back to finding Donovan, Walton, and the hitters, around the net. And the service play from Sidhu allows them to play more offensively as he gets the service over the net, forcing the Rouge et Or to make a play, and Rouge et Or are making the mistakes that they weren't necessarily making in the first set. As if we look at the team comparison, now there's 7 attack errors against 11. It is still that four-point margin gap between the two, but then at the same time, the Tigers are going more for the blocks. They have 3 blocks against 1. And on the attack, the Rouge et Or are just getting more kills. And now Sidhu gets the ball over the net. Giroux set up by Martin and gets it off the blocker and out. Sends the ball all the way down to the bleachers as Obomsven will serve for Rouge et Or. Bombsman, Arsenault digs it. Dowling sets up Walton. Walton gets the kill down the middle. It's almost as if Rouge et Or expect the ball to be set up for Donovan because of his ability to put the ball in right places and with the power. But now Tigers have more weapons to work with, and now De Jong will be the one serving. Gets it over the net. Lozier. Martin now again setting up Giroux. Off the blockers he goes. Well defended by the Tigers. Now Giroux goes again off the blockers, and Ejikam unable to keep the ball in control, and now Rouge et Or get another point. Giroux will now serve for the Rouge et Or squad. Donovan. And off the blockers, Donovan goes. And they get the point. Oh, excuse me, no. He goes out of bounds. And now Giroux will serve again. Donovan. And tip there by Craig Thurkildsen. As once again, Rouge et Or were expecting that service, that setup for Donovan, but he just goes and tips it over right over the net. Now Donovan goes over a little too much power. Strong service. And now Ole Jakob Halgenset will serve, the first year from Oslo, Norway. Gets it over the net. Walton will dig it. Now set up by Thurkildsen. Walton goes off the blockers, is dug up by Giroux. Excuse me, by Obamsman, and Giroux goes on the attack. And Donovan now in the middle, unable to get the ball over the net. And another point goes the way of Rouge et Or, and it's 22-17 in this game so far, as Cadore will check in. Oh no, he'll hand the towel and assist on the floor wipe, as Obamsman certainly put a fair amount of sweat on that spot, diving for that ball and trying to keep the play alive. And now Halgenset once again will be on the service line for Rouge et Or. Halgenset, a little too much power for the first year Oslo native. And the ball goes out of bounds, and now Graveson will serve for the Tigers, as looks like Quentin Dowling, takes a break, and Thurkildsen will fit in for him. Now Obamsvan goes on the block as Walton gets it, and now Thurkildsen gets another kill off the blockers and gets a point for the Tigers. It's a 3-point game, and Graveson will serve once again. Gets it over the net. Lozier to Martin, and Martin will get Henderson as Henderson pushes it through the middle. It goes off to Tigers and out of bounds, and the point will go the Rouge et Or way. And we're seeing the same fashion here of the ending of the set, as the Rouge et Or is starting to pull it away from the Tigers, not giving them any chance to get back into this one. But now Martin will serve, and Lozier will go on a kill, but now Thurkildsen pushes it over. Martin will set up Lozier, and Lozier will go out of bounds, and that would be a point for the Tigers. It looks like there was a dispute between the two teams, as everyone was hoping there was a net violation or some sort against the Tigers, but that did not happen. And now Dowling, after his well-deserved break, comes back for third Kilton, and he'll go straight to the service line to get another opportunity to cut this lead down. Now Dowling gets it over. Cadaret finds Martin. Martin will get Obama, and he will not hesitate and not waste the opportunity. Put the ball in the empty space, not given any chances for the Tigers as they extend the lead to 4 and for a set point. And now Lozier will serve for Rouge et Or. He gets it way out of bounds, and that would be his 5th error on the night on the service. And that's not something you would expect from any volleyball player. Now Walton gets it over Lozier, and a carry is called against Rouge et Or, and now it's a 2-point swing, and Walton with another chance to cut this lead down to 1 and possibly cut it down to, tie it up even. Walton, Lozier, Cutterer will set up for Obama. He'll go through the blockers, and whistle blown, and a violation is called against the Tigers as Rouge et Or taking the 25-22, the second set. A well-fought set by the Tigers again, but the opportunities are slipping through for the Tigers as they force more errors, and now they have 4 extra ones in this set, and it looks like for the attack and service errors that the Rouge et Or are having, the Tigers have to make them pay. They have to make sure they don't waste their opportunities that they have on the service error, because that's 8 opportunities given to you that you can create something for yourself and get something going. And at times there were flashes of a lot of good things that were happening for this young Tigers team, as finding Donovan, getting the tips from third Kilton when Quentin Dowling was sitting out, and Dowling was doing the exact same thing. And now for this third set, it will really come down to the Tigers having everything together, as now their backs are against the wall. They're trailing 2-0, and things can change in weird ways, but we'll be back in a minute and a half. Don't go anywhere as the match will continue. And welcome back to tonight's matchup in the RSEQ men's volleyball match between the hosting Tigers and the visiting Rouge or Université de Laval. I'm Ilya Kurbanov, and with me is Andrew Pickup, who has been playing the commercials, playing with the tools in the back that you might not see or hear him, but he's here and doing a wonderful job. So thank you, Andrew. And the Tigers are now trailing 2-0 in this game so far. And we saw a lot of good things from the Tigers as they start everything under control. There's a tight game between the two teams, and all of a sudden things start to slip away. Let's see if they can get it back in and keep the game the way they start the whole set. Now, right away, right off the bat, Dowling will set up De Jong for a quick kill. And as we said, can the Tigers play with the same momentum the entire set? Because we have yet to see it, and maybe this will be the one. Now Donovan will serve. Gets it over the net. Catero to Lozier. Lozier will tip it over and save there. Now Dowling is forced to tip it over. Martin will set it up for Giroux, and now Sidhu will tip it over, but Martin again gets to Henderson, and miscommunication on the block, and the veteran play by Anderson as he recognized that nobody was around the net to block the tip, and Lozier will go back to the line to serve. Walton digs it. Dowling sets it up for De Jong, but De Jong is blocked on the attack by Henderson, who's not giving him any space to breathe. And now Lozier to serve again. And this one is short for Lozier, and it is 2-2 once again. And like we said in the break, this is the time that the Tigers need to make something happen, because the 10 service errors on Rouge Or is the time. Now Sidhu. Martin will find Obamsvang. He'll go to Sidhu, and De Jong is making a save. Dowling was tipping it over. Now Lozier gets the kill, and Donovan is unable to get to the ball in time. Arsenault will check in for Sidhu. And Henderson will serve. Keeps it in, but miscommunication on the Tigers' end as nobody went to the ball. Walton was forced to get it over and out of bounds. Henderson serving again. Gets it over. Now Girard not given a chance, not even given a small space for the Tigers to make anything happen, as he just spikes it through and gets the kill down the middle. A 6'7" center, only in his second year, from Donnacona, Quebec. And the Tigers are now down 3 points as Rouge Or lead 5-2. And we've seen the Tigers play much better in the beginning of the sets. In the sets 1 and 2, can they get back to their feet and do what they were doing earlier on is to be seen, but most certainly everybody knows what Rouge Or is capable of doing and what the Tigers are capable of doing. So now is just really taking advantage of the opportunities that are presented and see if things work out for the Tigers. And Henderson will serve again. Gets it over. Walton dug it. Dowling set it, and Donovan kills it. Exactly what the Tigers were looking for. And now De Jong will be serving. Gets it over the net. Lozier. Now Martin will find Aubameyang, and he goes over right through the blockers and gets the point. Now Aubameyang will serve this time for Rouge et Or. He will keep it in. Arsenault diving for it. Now Donovan and Walton goes over. Now Lozier will get the kill down the middle as Martin set it up perfectly for a fantastic opportunity. Now Aubameyang, another service opportunity and miscommunication on who was going to get to the ball, and it was between Arsenault and Donovan, and it looks like Arsenault dove, but the ball went through and out of bounds, and now Schosen will check in for Arsenault. Schosen digs it. Dowling will set, and off the blockers goes Walton, but now once again Walton with another opportunity, and it goes blocked. Now Dowling to Walton, and 3 opportunities, 3 blocks for the Rouge et Or squad. Not sure if that was worth it. Maybe get the ball to the other side and get something going with perhaps De Jong or even Edgecam, or get the ball down the middle for Donovan, but it was clear that Rouge et Or read it perfectly every single time as the ball was going to that right-hand side, for left-hand side for the Tigers, and it was just not working as both Girard and Aubameyang were ready and in place right beforehand to get those blocks. And this is the perfect time for me to let you know that if you're enjoying today's men's volleyball action, be sure to join us again tomorrow when the Tigers will host for the second part of this doubleheader, the Rouge et Or, tomorrow at 2 p.m. in a rematch of tonight's action. And prior to that, you will have the latest taken on the Aigle Bleu of Université de Moncton, as they will try to get another win, and Aigle Bleu try to snap that 5-game losing streak. And Aubameyang back to the service line. Gets it through. Donovan dug it. Dowling will find cross through the blockers, and again on that same side, Girard and Aubameyang were certainly in position to get to it once again, and it's a 3-10 7-point lead for Rouge et Or as they continue to extend it, and Aubameyang goes through. Dowling goes for the tip. A different picture here. Now Schosen to Dowling, Dowling to Donovan, and right off Aubameyang, that will go out of bounds, and the Tigers will get the point, and now Cross will serve for the Tigers. Cross, Lozier, Martin gets Girard, and Girard will get the ball right through. And a player who is 6'7" barely needs to get off the ground to find that ball, and that's exactly what Girard does. Now Giroux with the service. Arsenault digs it. Now Donovan from the setup of Dowling with another kill, and the power, you can see it. I wouldn't, as a non-volleyball player, I would hate to see that ball flying towards me, because that must be painful. Now Edgecam serves for the Tigers, and Martin gets Girard once again, and no answer for Girard by the Tigers, as he will go to serve now on this one, and Carteret will check out for Henderson. Now Girard gets it over. Donovan will keep it in, and Donovan is forced to tip it over. Now set up to a bump Sven. He goes through the blockers. Dug up by Walton, and now Cross makes the right read and tips it in and gets the ball right inside that line to get the point for the Tigers. And now Schosen will check in for Arsenault, and Quentin Dowling will serve for the Tigers. Dowling gets it over. Lozier keeps it alive, and Henderson, excuse me, that wastes no time to get that kill. And now Ludovic Martin will serve. And out of bounds goes Martin. And now the Tigers will have another opportunity as Schosen checks in right back for Arsenault for the Tigers, and Donovan will line up for a service. And a lot of power there. Carteret digs it out, but Henderson goes over. Dowling will set up Donovan once again, and off the blockers he goes. And no, it was just far out for Donovan, as the Rouge et Or take a 7-point lead with which they are very comfortable, and Lozier will go back to the line. His serve almost short. Dowling will set up De Jong there, but off the blockers he goes and out of bounds, and that would be point the Rouge et Or way. And Lozier once again to the service line. Now Donovan digs it out. Chosen sets up Cross for a kill down the middle. And now Sartaj Sidhu, who will serve for the Tigers, gets it over the net. Giroux to Martin, and Martin sets him right back for a kill, and that would be time for the technical timeout, as Rouge et Or confidently lead by 8 with 16-8. And it looks like the momentum is shifting completely to one side, and the Tigers are struggling to find the answer around the net and struggling to get the blockers for and all of the attackers and outside hitters of Rouge et Or. Henderson has been on the board around the line. Then Girard, we saw twice, confidently just got the ball in the middle and placed the spike right in front of the net, where the Tigers pretty much have no chance getting to. But while we still have time, if you're looking for the inside scoop on the Tigers, like us on Facebook, follow us on Twitter and Instagram to stay up to date with the latest news. And the latest news is women's volleyball team took Aigle Bleu today, right before this man's matchup on the AUS TV and YAR TV, with a 3-0. They will look to play them once again tomorrow afternoon, excuse me. Make sure to tune in. And if you are from around, make sure to come to the Dalplex and support your fellow Tigers. And now Henderson will go back to the service line. Quentin Dowling will set up cross, and cross will go off the blockers and get the point. Now Graveson will serve for the Tigers. Graveson gets it over the net. Lozier hits it. Now Martin sets up Girard, but this time Donovan was able to dig it out, excuse me. Dive in there, Lozier to make the save, and off the blockers goes Giroux and gets the point. But the diving save by Lozier was the one that made this play happen. And Obamsven will go back to serve for Rouge et Or. And Obamsven with the serve gets it over the net. Now Dowling will set up Donovan for a kill, and Donovan diving was Carteret to make that save. Lozier now, Chosin sets up Dowling. Dowling goes to Cross, and Cross gets the kill in the empty space around the middle. And looks like Giroux will take full-on responsibility as he believes that he should have been in the spot to get to that ball. And the Tigers get 2 unanswered points, and Cross serves again. Lozier, Martin to Giroux. Giroux off the blockers, and a violation is called against the Tigers, and it's 18-10 for Rouge et Or. And correction, tomorrow the Tigers will go to the crosstown rival in Hamburg Center to face the St. Mary's Huskies. In the preseason they faced and they lost 3-0. And this would be an opportunity to see the Huskies in during the season and possibly get the win. Carteret. Now Lozier off the blockers he goes. Dowling diving makes the setup for Donovan, but Donovan goes a little too far out, and it's 19-11 now for the for Rouge et Or. Pardon me. Hot and set. Now back to the service line. Gets it over Donovan. Now Dowling sets it back up to Donovan, but Donovan goes out of bounds. Now Haagenset will go back to that service line, and it is a 9-point game so far in his third set between the two teams, as Rouge et Or confidently lead 20-11, and Haagenset gets it over. Now miscommunication on the play as Donovan got to the ball, but no one was in the spot to receive it, and now it's 21-11, and Rouge et Or slowly start to pull away with the lead and possibly this third set. Haagenset goes a little too strong on the service, and Carteret will check back in for Haagenset as now Dowling. Lozier, Martin will find Obamsven, and no blockers to find him, but confusion between the two officials, but looks like the point will go the way of Rouge et Or, and now Ludovic Martin will serve. Martin gets it over the net. Dowling is there to set up for Sidhu. Sidhu gets it over. Carteret will set up Obamsven. Obamsven goes into 2 blockers, and now Donovan will have a chance to get some points on board for the Tigers and cut this lead down. He heads to the service line to serve. And Donovan gets it through, but now they don't waste time, Rouge et Or, as Martin finds on one touch, on the first touch, gets Henderson in position, and Henderson gets another kill. Now Lozier gets the ball over, but a service ace for Lozier, and a game point and set point, match point here for Rouge et Or, as Lozier goes back to the service line, and it's 24-13, as it looks like all the air left the Dalplex here, as Tigers now defending and getting the block on Lozier, as Justin Cross puts the hands up, getting the point, and 24-14. Now Sidhu will get an opportunity to serve. Gets the ball over, Giroux. Martin will find a bomb, Sven, and that will go off the blockers, and that will do it, ladies and gentlemen. It is 25-14 in this third set, and it's 3-0 win for Rouge et Or at Dalplex here in Halifax, Nova Scotia. For those who were able to tune in, I thank you. For those who weren't, well, thank you to supporting Tigers regardless, or Rouge et Or if you are from Laval, Quebec. But those who turned up at Dalplex, thank you as well. Thank you, Andrew, who's done a fantastic job on the board here as a producer. And the final score is 3-0, the Rouge et Or way. Be sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel at youtube.com/DalTigers to enjoy more men's volleyball action all season long. On behalf of Andrew Pickup, I'm Ilya Kurbanov saying so long from Dalplex, Halifax, Nova Scotia. Until next time.